Hi everyone, welcome again with the Factor software tool. On this video, we're gonna explain how to use this software tool. This is the list item that we want to explain. We will explain the Factor Eclipse plugin installation. We also want to explain how we use model editor that consists of database configuration, table configuration, and field configuration. After that, we'll continue to explain how we use the template editor that consists of template and root directory configuration, template file or template directory configuration, and the placeholder configuration. The last item, we want to explain how we use the XML editor. And on the spread video, we will continue to explain how we use the FreeMaker Factor editor. Because our software tool is using Eclipse plugin, so we are gonna using Eclipse IDE for Java EE developer using version 4.13.0 using 64-bit of Eclipse. So for this one, we're gonna deploy our plugin into the drop-ins folder for this Eclipse. So for the installation is so easy just put the jar file inside this drop-ins folder of Eclipse. Okay, to start the Eclipse IDE, just click the eclipse.exe and the IDE will be show up, and then we can click on the help menu about Eclipse IDE menu, and then we can click on the installation detail. After that, you can click on the plugin tab. Inside there, you can searching our plugin. Just type Firmansyah or Factor inside this text box, and if you already find it inside this plugin tab, then the plugin already installed in your Eclipse IDE. After we already check our plugin already installed in our IDE, then we can create a Java project. You can type any name for this project, click next, and then click finish. Right click on the test project or your project name, and then click orders, and then searching the Factor configuration widget, click next, and then searching your container. For this one is the test project, click OK, and then finish. After that, the Factor config.xml will be created under the test project or your project name, and then the Factor editor will be shown in your IDE. Okay, we will explain the database configuration. You can see there is some section in this database tab. So what is the database configuration, database metadata or connection profile, and then we have the table list in here and field list. So I want to explain on the database configuration. So in this field, the connection profile, we need to select the profile first. If you already created, then you can choose on this combo box. If you doesn't have, then you can click on this button, and then you can select what kind of the database that you want to connect. Okay, on this video I will creating the new connection profile using PostgreSQL database. You can type any name for this connection profile. Okay, and then just click the next button, and on this driver, specify driver and connection detail. You can define, you can check the driver whether it's already there or not for the jar file of your driver. Just click in here, and there is error, unable to locate the jar or zip file on the file system. So you can click on the jar list tab, and then just maybe edit or remove, and then you can add. So in this case I want to remove, and I want to add the jar file that I want to searching. So in this library I have Postgre jar file, yeah. Just put in select this file, the Postgre 9.2, the jdbc4.jar file, and then click open. And then you can see the driver already exists with that name. Please provide Unicode driver name. Okay, so the driver name maybe you need to change to another name, yeah. I just want to add test on this driver name. Check again. Okay, or I think everything is okay. Okay, in this property tab you can provide your connection URL, database name, the driver class, password, and user ID. Okay, so for this kind of the demo, I just want to change database into the plugin that I already have in our Postgre database. And then the password, yeah, Postgres. Okay, if you already provide all this information on the properties tab, you can click connect. Okay, sorry. And then you can, if you want to save your password, just click this checkbox and just test the connection first. Okay, this is the ping is failed, so you need to check your database whether you're already on or still off. Okay, I just turned on my Postgre services, so let's check the connection first. Okay, this time the ping is success, yeah. So just click OK, and then we can click finish. And on this combo box, okay, we can try again on the choosing the connection profile. On this time I will choose the new one, the new progress SQL test. Just click, and then the catalog schema in table tab will be populated based on your connection profile. On the catalog combo box, you can choose the plugin. On this time I already creating this catalog inside the current existing my Postgre database. After that we can choose the schema. Okay, I want to choose the public one, and then the table type. You can choose whatever the table type that you want. In this case I just want to choose the table because I just creating the table inside the table type in here. And then you can type any table pattern. So if you put the percentage in here, then that it means that the all table will be listing or populate. So just click the populate table and the fields. You can see there is 3 table inside on database plugin, yeah, or catalog plugin. And then this is the field list of the table city. So you can choose the table city, and then the column name will be listing on this section. Okay, that's the configuration of database. Okay, after we creating the connection profile, we can I want to explain another button, yeah, for this specific connection profile that we already created. So if you choose one of the your created connection profile, you can also to edit or to delete one of them. So for example, this is the new progress SQL test. If you want to click on this icon, so it will edit this profile. You can modify whatever information that we have in here. For example, the username or the database or the maybe the URL connection or maybe the password, right? Or maybe you can have a new driver. You can choose in here, and you can modify based on what you need. Okay, and then we can apply and close, and I will apply again for the specific connection profile that you want to choose for edit. And then the second button is to delete the specific connection profile that we already created. So I want to delete the new Postgres test, this one. So just click this one, and then it will prompt the Windows. You want to delete the selected connection profile, the new Postgres SQL test. If you click OK, then it will remove the connection profile. And then on this list of the combo bug, just only one, yeah, because previously we have two item, but because we already deleted, then we only have only one item. If you click in this, and then it populate again the catalog, schema, and table type. Okay, after we explain how we configure the database, the next we want to explain the table section in this part. So as you see, in this table we have check and uncheck column, and then the second one is table name, and the last one is base name. So basically this information will be used for the generate the source code or any file that we want. So basically this check uncheck column, if you want to choose any table not to be included, so you just to uncheck them. So if you check this item, then this table will be included in the process of generating any file. And then we also have some add table and also remove table. So if you add the click this button, the add table, you will create the another table. So you can put the table name or base name or remarks as you want, and then we can do the relate to another table with the foreign key or the primary key. Okay, so we can put or create another table. In this case, I want to demo the table name as test demo, and then the base name also same, test demo, and then the remark you can put anything lah. And then if you want to correlate with the city, so you just add add the foreign key basically. Okay, the primary table name is, for example, the city, and then the primary field of that table of city is the IDE, for example. And this is the foreign key of the test demo we doesn't have. Maybe later on we can add the field. This is the update row or the delete row. You can put, or you can choose any of this option, and then just OK. So the table will be created as a new item, and if you click, the field is still empty. I will explain how to create the field for this specific table. If you click on another table name like country, it will change also the list of the field inside the country. If you double click on the one of this item, then you can see there is a pop-up windows. So maybe you want to modify the table name or base name, or maybe you can relate to any table. So for example, maybe I want to change this table name country, and then we change it to be country test, and then we click OK. So it will change the table name. Okay, and then you can also double click again on this, and then click create to be true. So if you click the OK button, then it will be change the icon of this checkbox. You also can check or uncheck inside here, yeah. And then if you want to remove, just select one of them. So for example, this is the I want select the test demo and then remove. It will prompt the Windows confirmation, or you want to delete the selected entity, the test demo. If you put cancel, then it will do not do anything. If you click OK, then it will remove the table and also all the field inside that table. So that is the how we can configure the table inside this tool. But if you see, if you click again on the populate table and field, whatever you already modify in this table, whether that part is on the table part or that one is on the field, it will populate again based on the database that we already connected. So for example, we already changed the country into the country trash, right? So if you click the populate table again, there is a prompt again. Please to save as your factor file before continue. This process will be update the table and field on table with table and fields from the database. If you click OK, then it will be based on the original from database. So the country still will be sent into the original name from database. Okay, after we explain how we can configure the table or the entity, today I want to explain how we can configure or add the field of specific table. So if you see, there is a list of the country, country code, language, and so on. This is the country language table, and then this is the all the column of this table name. If you click another table, then the column list will be changes, or the field list will be changed based on whatever we click on this table. Okay, so if we want to add additional column for the specific table, we can click this add field, and then we can put any column name in here. For the column type, you can choose any of these options. This is the primary key position. You can make it a 0, and then this is whether this column is nullable or not. Okay, this is there is error in here, so the column name cannot have a space, so we need to make it no space here between this. And then this is the ordinary position. This is the file name that will be generated on the source code. This is the field of Java type. This is a remark. Click OK. Then the new column, new field already added in here. If you want to remove, you can click one of them and then click remove. Click OK again. If you want to edit one of this column, you can double click, and then it will be prompt again the field selection dialog box. So for example, this is unique. So you want to make it as a unique field, just check this checkbox to be true, and then click OK. So that is the how we can configure the field of the specific table. Okay, So we already explained the database configuration, the table or entity configuration, and also the column or the field of the specific table, yeah. So we also have this section, yeah, the database metadata. It will be changed the information inside this table based on the connection profile that you choose. This is just information, whatever the metadata of the database that we already connected. So you can see all this name and its value. So in this database page, we have 4 sections, and if you already created or configure that you already meet your requirement, then we can go to the another page, the template page. So inside here we have 4 sections, yeah. The template and root directory, template and file folder configuration, the public attribute, and the file attribute. So I will explain one by one. So first is the template and root directory. Okay, so the template and root directory section, this section defines the template directory and root directory, yeah. If you click the browse button to find a required directory, so you need to create the template inside that directory. So the template directory is the topmost folder that contains the template file and folder. So you need to create your template first or create the folder. And then if you already browse and you select the folder, the top folder, then the scan template directory will be enabled. So you can click this button and will scanning available template file and folder, including its content, yeah, that consists of public attribute and file attribute. And then this path is the root directory, is the topmost folder for storing any generated file or folder. So if you click this browse button, so you can choose any folder in your PC, yeah, to select what is your directory target for generated file. And then after that, if you already choose that folder, then the generate file or folder, this button will be enabled and you can click, and then it will generate based on the template that you already choose and based on the information that you already provide on the table on the field. Okay, I want to demonstrate how we can choose the template directory and root directory. So you can click this browse button. I already have the folder of the test template. I already put it some file inside here, and I will select this folder. And then this scan template directory still not be enabled, yeah, because you need to provide the root directory. After that, this button will be enabled. So we can choose, we can click the browse to choose any folder that you want to target it as a directory for the generated file. In this case, I want to choose the test my factor as our targeted folder. Select folder, and then these 2 buttons then will be enabled, yeah. So you can click the scan template editor, and then it will scan this file, this folder, and then whatever the folder or the file template will be listing on this section, yeah, on the template file folder, and also including the listing all the public attribute or the file attribute. Okay, so I will explain how we can configure the template file, yeah. So this section define the template file or folder that need to be selected and generated, yeah. So if you uncheck this item, then this file of the template will not be generated. You can double click on the template file for the modify its content, so you can double click this one, and then it will show the FreeMaker editor, yeah. So this is the editor, and the content of that file template you can edit in here on the FreeMaker editor. So after that, if you want to select the generation type, yeah, for the template, you can choose this option, copy one or many. So if you copy, so the template is just copy. Whatever the content, there is no modification, so just copy as the original one. If you choose one, so the generated will be based on the one file only, yeah, but the content will be generated as the rule of the template that we created inside there. If you click or choose many, then it will create more than one file, and also the content will be changed also based on the coding or the script that we already created inside there. And then you can also change the generated path. So in this case, it will default will be as the root directory, but if you want to choose to another folder, you can create, or maybe you can define to another folder. So after that, if you want to add another template, just click this one and you can choose, yeah, additional template that you want to edit in here. Or maybe you want to add template folder that maybe inside there you have some kind of the library or jar file that need to be copied, or maybe you want to remove the template. Just click, you can select first, yeah, and then click the remove the template. So this is the configuration of the template file, yeah, or the folder. Okay, I want to demo to add the template file, so I click this add template file button, and this is the Windows confirmation to save your factor file before continue, yeah, because it will change the whatever maybe you already modified. Okay, so click OK, and then it will be from the Windows Explorer, yeah. So I want to find it in here. Okay, maybe in this folder. Okay, this one. So I want to add an additional file. So I already included the class model.java. I want to add another one, this table bin Java. So then it will be added in this template file folder. You can launch this Windows, yeah, by click this one. So this is the two file template that we want to include it during this generated file. If you want to create the template, the folder template, you can click this one, and maybe you can click maybe the library, yeah. How about this one? DBC4. Okay, just as example, just select this folder. So you can see this is the folder template. Maybe inside there you will have some kind of the static file that you also don't want to be modified during the generation file. And then you can also remove, yeah, you can select these two items together, or you can choose one by one to be deleted. So in this demo I want to delete these two items, yeah. Okay, click OK, then it will be removed. Okay, after I explain the template file folder section, then I want to explain the public attribute section and also the file attribute of the file name ya. This file name template the class model.java. If you have add another template, you can click and then this file attribute will be changed based on that specific file template. So first, this public attribute, this section is defined the public attribute that populated after scanning the content of the template file. So if you click this scan template, the directory button, it will scan the file inside this folder and also not on the list of that folder, the list of file name of that folder, but also its content of each of the file of the template. So this is the content of the file template after scanning all these public attribute, so it will be listing in this section. You can modify on the value and click enter. Okay, so if you want to add additional public attribute and then maybe you want to edit the description, the only way to do that is just modify the template file. So for example, in this class model we have two attribute for the public the pub underscore generator author name and the pub underscore generator person. So the simple way or the rule, if you want to add additional public attribute, you need to make it as prefix as pub on the prefix of this word, and then you need to have some underscore. So in this template, if you see, we have the pub underscore generator author name and the pub generator value. You can create another one with this format So this is the format. Maybe I will explain later on how to create the attribute for the public and the private. So for example, if you want to change the description, the pub generator author name, you can add in here and then save the template and go to the factor editor, and you need to scan again the template editor, but please be aware that it will replace that whatever modification that you already have in this editor with the original whatever the content or the value that already written on the template file. If you click OK, you see the description already changed in here. And then if you want to we can demo again to creating another additional public attribute. So I want to copy this one and then paste in here, and I will name it as generator model, for example, or maybe you can type anything. And this is we need to separate the name of the public, separated with the pipe character basically, and then this is the value, and then we can change it. This is model A, for example, and this is the description. So the name of the public attribute, and then the value, and then the description is separated by the pipe. And also you need to for the first beginning you need to make write dollar and open bracket and close it also with the close bracket in here. Okay, I will change the description and save again, and then we can click the scan template directory button, click OK, and then you can see the additional public attribute already added in here, and the value and also the description. Okay, so maybe you guys want to asking what is the functionality for this public attribute, right? So basically this public attribute is the placeholder, placeholder that will be everywhere in the file template that we want to generate it into specific file. So this is the placeholder, and then this is the value. So during the generation process, this placeholder will be replaced by this value, and this value for the public will be everywhere. If you see inside the file template, for example inside this class model.java, you can see this is the FreeMaker command, yeah. So the command whatever inside there during the generation will be removed, will not exist anymore on the target file. So in this part we can define the public and the private attribute. We can define the default value. The default value can be replaced based on the editor that we can change on the editor, and that value will be as the parameter or the value that will be replace the placeholder whenever or wherever this public attribute exists in every file template that have that one. So in this case, this public attribute will be replace this part. So in this case, you see there is no pipe in here, so this one will be replaced by those value, yeah, this value during the generation. If this placeholder also exists in another file template, then that this file placeholder will be replaced also with this value, or on the value that we modify on the editor. Next, I want to explain the file attribute. So if you click one of the template file inside this table or section, if you click this one, then it will be listing all the file attribute or the private attribute for the specific template. If we have another template and inside there we have the private, then it will be listing also in here with the different value, yeah. So what is the difference between the public? The public will be generic. So if this parameter or this public attribute reside or exist in one or more file, then those file will behave those file that consist this public attribute will be same value. But if the file attribute although this attribute name is similar inside two or more file template, but the value will be different, yeah, can be different. So we can put a specific value for specific file. This file attribute also will be listing during the scan template directory process, scanning the file and also scanning the content inside template file. If the scanning on the content or inside the content of the file have this pattern, the PRV underscore, then it will be listing the file attribute inside here. If you see on the class model the Java file template, we can see this is the example of the private or the file attribute. Basically, we put on the first is the dollar and open curly bracket character, yeah, and then following the PRV and underscore, and then this is this is mean is this this one is the system. So basically this one is the private attribute that belong to specific system. In this case our tool generator. We can define the another private attribute with another name, yeah, basically. So the definition of the private attribute is similar with the public. You write this similar like this one. This is the private name, and then this is the value, and then this is the description. So it will be separated by the pipe character also. And then if you see inside the content, the another part of this content like this one, then this placeholder of the private will be replaced based on the definition inside there, the value inside here, or maybe the value that can be modified on the editor. So we can edit this attribute, and then this one is the private system generation type. Basically this is the private specific for our generator. So this private underscore sys underscore gen underscore type will be representative also, and maybe they replace this column, yeah, or this template definition also. For example, this one is class model.java. We make it as copy, but if inside here we can override with another value, but still following one or many or copy. So if you put any value, then maybe it will be have error. Similarly with this one, this is also the private system specific for the generator to understanding this one. This is also similar. Okay, so I already added additional template file, the tablet bin.java, to make understanding what is the public and the file attribute. So basically on the public attribute we have two type, yeah, the generic public that can be modified or can be created by the user, and then the public system, which is this one is public system that already defined in our generator tool. So this public system has special logic or special handle inside the generator. But on the public that defined by the user, this is just simple logic. You put anywhere the placeholder, and then if the generator tool find it, it will replace with the value that you already defined. Similar with the file attribute, we have to type the private attribute that defined by the user, like this one, PRV under test. But also we have a specific private system that only understanding and have special logic or handling that the generator can provide. So for example, this is the specific system private, like private system generation path, This is the path that target directory, target path directory to creating whatever file that will be generated. And then this one is private system generation type. Basically, in our generator tool we have three type: many, copy, or one. Is it similar that I already explained on the previous video, basically, or this part of this video, basically. And we also have the private system Java package. So this is also specific private system that have special handling inside our generator tool. So for this one we have placeholder inside the value, which is the table, base, class, and instant. So this four placeholder can be replaced by the table name or the base name that we define on the database page. Class and instant is basically is the formatting inside our tool based on the table and the base you define in this editor, basically. This is the source page. So basically the source page is the XML editor. It consists of the information that we have in the database page and also the template page. So for example, this is the generation, will be similar or same information that we have in the template and root directory section editor. For the root directory and then the template directory, and then this is the database XML, which is similar with the database configuration on the database page. This is the entity or the table list, including this one, and the field list, or the column list for specific table or entity. This is also similar. This is the entity with the table and also its columns, the list of the column for that country, this table country. This is similar. This is also the table name, country language, and its column. And this one is the file template, including the list of the file attribute, or the private attribute. This is the file template definition, similar with this one, because we have two file template. Then the XML or the file template tag for this one also we have two inside this XML editor. And then this is the last one, is the public attribute. This is the list of the definition of public attribute. And then the last one is the comment. So inside the comment you can have some information or description about this factor configuration XML editor. The function of this XML editor basically for storing all configuration that we created or we modified in this factor editor or software generator tool. So then you can have multiple version of this configuration or this definition, multiple version of the XML editor, XML file basically, that can be reused for later need or later project or any project that you have on the future. The versioning still manual, just to save as and rename the factor config XML to whatever file name that you want. Okay, so let us demo this XML editor. So I want to choose this public project name. This is the one of the public attribute. I want to add value in here, and also description. After this one, after you put the value and description, right, and then click save. After click save, you can go to the template page and find it in here. So the pub underscore project name is already get the value and description based on the XML editor that we already written inside the value tag and also the description tag. Okay, the second that I want to demo is if you have multiple version of the factor-config.xml. So in this case, I want to change again this public attribute. So make it version 2, for example. This is also similar, version 2. And then we can click the file and then save as, and then put any name, make it different with the previous one. If you don't want to override the old file, I will put it factor-config-version1, for example, and click OK. After that, you need to close first this editor. Just click close this one, and then open again, right click on the factor config-version1 and then open with the factor configuration, and then click the template page, find it the public project name. You can see this is already changed test value version 2. This is version 2. You can compare with the old one, the factor config.xml, the old one. Right click and then open with the factor configuration, and then go to the template page, find it the public attribute. You can see this one, right, still the old value and all the description. So this is the demo about the multi-version of the configuration. So you can accommodate this feature or multiple version for the multi-project or multi-purpose of this XML or multi-configuration that you want for this tool, for this editor basically. Okay, this is another scenario or demo how we can do the multiple version of this configuration XML. So for example, I don't want to use the table bin Java, so I want to remove this one, but the old one I still need the class model Java. So just click one of this item I want to remove the table bin Java, and then click remove, click OK, and then click file and save as, and then make it the version 3 and click OK. So you can see this is already changed the XML file into version 3. If you see on the old one, the original one, you can right click and then open with the factor configuration editor. Go to the template file. You can see the table bin and the class model still there, not be removed compare with the version 3, we already removed the one of this template file. Okay, this is the ending of my video. My name is Firmansyah. You can contact me at firmansyah.profes@gmail.com. Goodbye everyone. Stay safe and stay healthy.